this guy became a numerologist because of 9/11. He saw that on the 11th day of September, planes flew into buildings that looked like the number 11. And he went, wait a second. There's something, I swear to God.
And
that's
a career was born.
That's his origin story. I'm not even making that up. He's making that up, but I'm not. So let me give you guys the ground rules for GG33. We're going to see some clips here. He's going to explain all of the secrets of the universe to us. Everyone's going to learn a lot. You're all going to make money. You're going to get laid more. You're going to be happier. All this stuff when you hear these clips. But let me explain what the numbers mean, because I think this is an important part of this. 1 is male energy. 2 is feminine energy. 3 is comedians. 4 is law and order. 5 is good looks. 6 is home and family. 7 is genius. 8 is money. 9 is the ability to adapt. 10 doesn't exist. 11 is charisma. 12, I don't know about that. And then 22 is a master builder, and 33 is an influencer. Now, you might be saying, you missed a bunch of numbers there, Carl. Yeah, I did. But we'll explain why. It's because whenever you have a 2-digit number that's not 11, 22, or 33, you add them together to get a single-digit number.
Wow, you went an extra step than I did, because I just thought he forgot, frankly.
Well, here's my problem with it. I was born on the 19th. So I'm sitting here going, like, what kind of energy do I have? Like, what's my future going to be like? 1 + 9 = 0. Fuck. There's no 10. There's no 0. I don't know what to make of it. He doesn't include me in this thing. I'm so annoyed.
It explains a lot. I mean, if you believe this
I'm a 0.
Which no one else should believe this bullshit, but a lot of people do believe this. This is proof that there's something for everyone online. Literally everyone.
You think a lot of people believe this bullshit?
Yes. Oh, wow. Big time. I mean, well, think about it. Hearing just some fat fuck explain with confidence what this all
about Chris?
means.
Jesus.
I used to talk about Vinny this way, but now he's in shape.
Yeah, right.
And by the way, you explaining what the first, however many, you basically just took all my clips.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. That's all right. It'll be fun. We'll still enjoy it.
Totally fine. Because he goes a little bit deeper than what you just did, and he explains, very thoroughly.
Oh,
he does a very good job of like acting like this is real.
Oh yeah, no. He totally sniffs his own farts the entire time he's on all these different shows, and he's constantly at shows. We tried to get about who are these socials. Brian Mike reached out to him. Mm-hmm. He's a busy guy. Yeah,
I know it.
It's tough to get him scheduled, but maybe someday. Sin Lu Hu just pointed out to me, 1 + 9 = 10, but then you take 10, you add 1 + 0, and I'm a 1. I'm male energy.
Oh, okay, absolutely.
Thank you. You're a 1. No, you're a 1. I'm number 1.
I was,
awesome.
When you listen to him explain all the numbers, like he does the first 30, I mean, I'll admit that I was like, oh, I can't wait till I hear what he says about mine. And that's what everybody does. So he says 7 genius. And I'm like, oh, and then he goes ahead. And if you were to look up any other numerologist and look up numbers, everybody has a different opinion as to what is what. And another one says that 7 is bad at relationships and prefers being alone. So those two I know are true because,
so were you born on the 7th?
I was born on 7/7/70.
Oh,
well, that's terrible.
That's really bad luck. Wow, that's not good. The Chinese, in the U.S. we say that 7's a lucky number, but that's what big casinos want you to think. That's what Trump Tower wants you to think. So you go and you play craps. But in China, the 8 is the lucky number. Which makes
so stupid.
No, none of it makes
so fucking dumb.
Why am I talking about this?
Can you play my clip number? Hold on, let me make sure I got this right. My clip number 9. Because he goes through 1 through 8 with this dude who looks like DJ Jazzy Jeff. Mm-hmm. And then on the number 9 one, though, he's getting ready to reveal number 9, and there's a little fork in the road.
Okay.
So where was that number 8?
8's the number of money. 9 is the number. I don't talk too much about 9s.
Why you don't talk about 9s?
Because every other numerologist about them is wrong. So and they're just going to copy me. So I kind of keep that still a little bit hidden.
Okay.
Because
He's the Howard
at the
Stern
end
of
the day,
numbers.
Everyone just copies me anyway.
So give us one tip for the guys on here. You don't got to talk about all about nines.
I know he's a 9. So basically, remember I told you yesterday the ability to adapt.
Oh yeah, the ability to adapt.
You can adapt to any situation, anything.
Yeah.
That's a 9 trait.
Okay.
I don't go into other 9 traits.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a little bit off camera, but the reason I don't do it is because they're all wrong. Like for instance, the books and the websites, they all say 9s are humanitarians. 9 is the number of the humanitarian.
Yeah.
Is Joseph Stalin a humanitarian? He put 50 million people in the ground.
Well, if there's one
Is
example.
Heydrich Himmler, the
Well,
guy
there's
who
two
ran the
examples.
SS,
Well, yeah,
the guy who put
obviously
people
that's
in
wrong.
concentration camps. Is he a humanitarian? So again, they're not all 9s are humanitarians. Some are, some aren't, just like anyone else. So you have to be very, very careful about the numerology in books and on websites.
It could be misleading.
If it's free, it's most likely free for a reason because it has no value. So
I like that advice, though. You got to be really, really careful. Yeah. Really careful with judging people by their number.
And I'm a 9.
Good to know. Well, I actually do have some insight into what 9s are, Eric, because he gets pressed on this quite a bit.
Oh, he does.
Yes. And so here's another show where he talks about 9s.
Obviously, the 9s have like at least from my opinion, right? Like the 9s have like this kind of the self-harm in them. Like a lot of them choose to hurt themselves or like self-sabotage.
Go to any drug rehab clinic, you'll see a whole bunch of 9s, and then you'll see other numbers, but mainly 9s. 9s are very adaptive to their environment. And if you have an environment filled of drug addicts and, degenerates, boom.
You said you were a 9, producer Chris?
I would like to retract that.
They're drug addicts. They're losers. 9s are losers, basically, is what we're saying. So you don't have to pay for that. I'm giving you that information for free, everyone. You're welcome.
I wonder what number he is, because is there a number that gives him no fashion sense, bitch tits, and a terrible voice?
Yeah. You honestly don't know what number he is? It's on his fucking hat.
It's got to be
33.
Holy shit, of course. That just hit me. It just fucking hit me.
You now, wow. I asked him if he did any research. Obviously not. The guy's name is 33.
But no, 33, I guess. I do know that 33 is some magic fucking thing. If you're a 33, you're like the greatest thing in the world.
33 is the magic number. That is true. And this was, I found this to be odd. For some reason, Gary here, GG33, does not like gay people. And he just kind of throws it out there like it's just a nonchalant thing.
Okay.
Oh my God, this is so horrible. I'll say it.
No, say it. No,
so
no,
basically, these are the people. The 9s, the nine life paths are like the sheep in the German. If they're German Nazis, they just turn into a Nazi right away because they go with the flow.
The worst thing about these sheep is they have a high opinion of themselves. So when you have a narcissist and someone who is easily brainwashed, it gets dangerous. I mean, listen, there's a lot of 9s who are LGBT. There's a lot of 9s who are alcoholics, drug addicts. Why? Because they allow those influences in their life.
Is that fucking weird?
Oh, yeah.
He throws out there's like, look, they either run a concentration camp or they're gay. Like that's what 9s are. Like, whoa.
Drug addicts, murderers, and the gays.
That's fucking
Those
nuts.
people.
Where did that come from? Also, this is a different episode than the one you watched, Eric. Is bizarre the way these two are seated. It's just those two having a conversation, but they're both facing ahead. They're not looking at the camera.
Yes.
It's like they're on a panel at a conference or something. They're just not looking at each other.
Yeah, they're on trial.
It's a slightly more sinister steel toe vibe going on.
Right.
Yeah. Good
Yes.
point.
What else do you want to play from GG33? What else do you pick up on?
Well, I think when he's talking in that clip that you just played about they really think highly of themselves and they're such narcissists. That's the vibe I got from him, and every time he speaks.
Yep.
And I think if you just we can just sprinkle these in, him basically detailing the first 9 numbers. Just start with the first one and work your way through it. There's something to park on in all these, as he tells DJ Jazzy Jeff what all the numbers mean.
So from 1 to 33, what does those different numbers mean to you?
1 is male energy. So when people born on the 1st, 10th, 19th, 28th, they have more leadership ability.
What does it mean, the 1, 10, 9, 20? He always says
Did he say 19? Hold on. I got to listen to that again because I didn't pick up on that. I was trying to figure
He does that. He'll like add different numbers to it.
Yeah. Hold on.
People born on the 1st, 10th, 1928.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes, I have a one.
Leadership ability.
It's confirmed.
1st, 10th,
I didn't hear that before.
28.
So what you do, and I said this before, Eric, is
adding.
yes, everything's got to get added up unless it's 11, 22, or 33 for some reason. But whatever. Anything else, you got to add the two numbers together. So if you're born on the 12th, you're 3.
Yes. And boy, does he know it. I mean, I'll give the guy credit. Whatever it is that he's talking about.
Yeah, he's got it down.
This is a perfect example of how to brainwash people. You could just think of anything in particular that you want to focus on and create. It's like L. Ron Hubbard and just fucking stick to it and talk about it. And then
you know those psychic mediums, people. You know those psychic mediums that will be in front of a crowd of people. Yeah. And they'll be like, someone here has an H. Someone has an H in their name. Yes, you. Right. And you have a relative and they're sick. Oh my gosh, yeah, my grandma's sick. Yes. Okay, that's what I'm getting right now. Yes, your grandma's sick. He does the same shit, but he does it like on the street with people. Mm-hmm. And he'll ask them what their birth date is. And he'll be like, oh, so you're interested in money. I am interested in money. Like, wow, I can't believe you figured that out.
You're a winner, right?
Yeah, you're a winner. You enjoy sex, right? Yeah, how did you know? Wow, holy crap. I can't believe it. It's so fucking stupid. All right, let's keep running through. Let's see what 2 is.
People who are born in the 2nd, they tend to have more feminine qualities, even if they're a man. If they're a woman and they're born in the 2nd, woo, that body, woo, they got it going on.
I'm trying to think if I ever dated a girl who was born on the 2nd. I don't know.
Yeah. So
are all chicks born on the 2nd hot?
He talks about all chicks born on the 5th have a higher tendency to be supermodels.
I have that clip. Let's check this. So if you're a girl born on the 2nd, you're hot. But 5 is also.
5's number of sex, number of looks. So a lot of good looking women are born in the 5th, 14th, 23rd. As a matter of fact, of the top 100 models of all time, supermodels, 30% of them were 5s.
Yeah.
So again, when you think about percentages, 1 out of 9, that's 11%. So when you have something at 30%, that's almost 300% higher than anything else. So it shows you that it beats the standard of the median, what it should be. So there's obviously something there.
Oh my God.
Okay.
And then the fact that this guy just sits there and listens to him.
Right.
Like, oh my
Everyone
God.
just goes, oh yeah, that makes sense. No one challenges him. So first off, 11%, 30%, that's 172% higher, not 300%, because 100% higher doubles it.
Right.
So he's thinking of 3x, whatever. I don't want to critique a guy who's into numbers about his numbers, but just him throwing it out there that of the top 100 supermodels, 30% are 5s. So 5s are 10s, according to this one. Right. That's confusing. Yes. But where does he get that stat from? Who did the research?
He just exhausts people into agreing with
yes.
it. It's like, yeah, fine.
If this was a presidential debate, I think someone would be like, no. I got to fact check you on that. How did you have control of my fucking chat, don't you? I forgot. You're on this network, aren't you? Damn it. I'm not used to having co-hosts who can pull chats up on the screen like that. Not great.
Run with it, Eric.
Oh, yeah. Say something terrible about Carl.
After he talks about how 9s are evil AF and everything like that, he goes into what 11s are. And apparently, like, 11s are like Jordan and shit like that.
Like Michael Jordan?
Yeah. Like, check. He talks about this. Like, 11s are amazing.
Michael Jordan's an 11, Kobe's an 11, Kyrie's 11. So think about this. Yeah. Michael Jordan 11 mentored Kyrie, or Michael Jordan 11 mentored Kobe Bryant in 11. Yeah. Kobe an 11 mentored Kyrie Irving.
Why did he just say yeah? Kobe Bryant grew up in Italy. He wasn't mentored by Michael Jordan. He's just also a very good basketball player. They're just both very good basketball players. One's younger than the other one. What the fuck's he talking about? Mentored him. Was Mario Lemieux mentored by Wayne Gretzky? No, they're just both really good fucking hockey players. What the fuck?
Michael Jordan's an 11, Kobe's an 11, Kyrie's 11. So think about this. Yeah. Michael Jordan 11 mentored Kyrie, or Michael Jordan 11 mentored Kobe Bryant in 11. Yeah. Kobe an 11 mentored Kyrie Irving is 11. 11. So they're really good athletes. They're really good at basically getting an audience. They're good at charisma.
So you think when, like you said, that he mentored all those 11s, like so you think when they're looking for recruits, they're like,
No.
Evans?
No. They don't know anything about it. That's the point.
So it's programmed through their subconscious mind.
Dummy.
In a sense,
This idiot.
in a sense,
This
yes.
idiot can't. You mean 11 only club? Are you an 11?
Yeah.
No, fuck you.
He's like, so do you think that like GMs only recruit guys who are born in the 11th? It's just like, no, they lose their job immediately. If that was the clientele. Like they're actually looking at how good they are at the sport. And that's why they're recruiting whoever they're recruiting here.
I love how 33 takes the long way. Instead of just saying each one influenced the other, he has to go, you see, Jordan is an 11. And then Kobe is also an 11. And
Right.
Jordan, he taught Kobe, who's an 11. And then, I mean, everything's like 15 minutes to describe. God damn.
People are already finding some holes in this logic. Eric Pick says, but Gretzky was 99, which is 9 11s, and Lemieux was 66, which is 6 11s. So I guess Gretzky was 33% better than Mario Lemieux based on this math.
Yeah, but 9/11 is a really bad number.
That one is not great.
That's what got this all started.
That's what started this whole fucking thing.
If he talks about Wayne Gretzky, let's hope that it does some crazy glitch and he has to unlive himself.
Let's talk about 33. 33 is an important number, as we all know. It's the most important number. It's his number.
Comes to numerology and the Bible, Jesus Christ died at 33.
Yeah.
Why did he die at 33? And by the way,
I think because the Romans killed him, right? I think
He wasn't
that's where the
breathing
Romans
anymore in his 33rd year.
Yeah, I don't think he chose.
Yeah, right. Why did he choose to die at 33? He got real uppity that year, didn't he?
You know what I'm going to do today?
tattooed on me. So when it comes down to it, 33 is the number of influence. People throughout history have had that number, have been extremely influential. Albert Einstein, the Wright brothers, first in flight, Thomas Edison with electricity.
You know what? I thought he was full of shit, but now he just threw out 3 examples. So I agree with everything he's saying now. I can't poke any holes in this at
Can
all.
you explain how a person gets to be 33? I'm always confused at these things. The whole math thing. Like when you were doing percentages and 99 and all, I was lost. How do you get to be a 33?
I'll explain it. So you take your date of birth and you add every number up. So say you're born in 1980, you would add 1, 9, 8, and 0. But then you'd also add the month. So if you were born March 30th, it'd be 3 plus 3 plus 1 plus 9 plus 8. That's your number. Do you know your number, producer Chris?
I'm figuring it out.
Yeah, mine's like 37 or something like that.
So that means I'm 21?
Oh. Well, yeah. Yes, of course. Yeah, because you're all fucking 7s.
No, because it's 7/7/1970.
Oh.
Right.
Right.
And what do I do? You said add it all up?
So that would be 31, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're 31.
Then you do 3 plus 1 is 4.
Yes.
So then
okay, but that's a whole other thing. So you're right. So you're a 4 now.
Oh, okay.
You thought you were a 7, but it turns out you're a 4.
All right.
Which is something political.
It's whatever you want it to be.
Floor. Play my clip 4. That's what he's going to describe what I am.
Okay, go.
Carl.
4 is the number of law and order. So, for instance, whenever it's the 4th, 13th, 31st, start noticing around how many more police are pulling people over. You're much more likely to be arrested that day under 4 energy.
Well, if you're black, that guy will.
Yeah, he's specifically him.
If you're 4 and breaking the law.
And look like
There's a good
Jazzy
chance
Jeff.
you'll get
Yeah.
arrested that day. Sir, do you know why I pulled you over? Because it's the 4th? That's correct.
I plead no contest.
Here's your tickets. It's so fucking weird.
Idiot.
I think you might be stupid, Eric.
God.
I think you might be a dumb guy.
But he's really influencing a lot of morons, and I love that. I applaud when
grifters,
people like this, rob people. I think it's great. It makes me happy that stupid people part with their money.
Yeah, he's like Chad Zumach, but with a gimmick.
Correct.
Chad can't figure it out. He can't be like the numbers guy or anything.
But this guy has smaller tits than Chad.
Some people always see 1111. Some people always see certain numbers. What are those numbers trying to tell you? Numerology is the study of energy. We can't see energies, but we can understand what type of energies.
That tells you everything you need to know right there. He's like, you can't see energies, and that's why I'm exploiting that.
Yeah, that's why I'm successful.
That's why I'm talking
But
about
we can understand what type of energies a person has based off their numerology. Some people always see.
I hate the way he uses numerology too. Because
The way he says it.
well, no, I mean, this isn't numerology. It's just like he's making all of this shit up. This is like the astrology of numerology.
That's a good way of putting it.
Right.
It's a fun way where he can be as creative as he wants and say literally anything that comes to mind. And as long as he sounds reasonably cogent while doing it.
Yeah, it's amazing what you can accomplish when you speak well.
Yes.
I run a podcast. So go figure. All right. This is, you're not going to like this, Mr. Zane, but he's making a prediction about politics here based on numbers. But this is bad news for guys like you.
Okay.
Eric.
What happens when Donald Trump wins? Yes, Donald Trump is in his enemy year, but Joe Biden, who won the election in 2020, stole the election in 2020.
All right, hold on. First off, let me stop it right there. Do you know what an enemy year means? Do you know what he's in his enemy year?
No, it sounds like, is that something John's been in for the last 20 years?
Yes, John's always in his enemy year somehow. So this is all based on the Chinese zodiac. So you're born in the year of a different animal. I think it's every 12 years. And so when you look at the Chinese
Calendar.
well, no, it wouldn't be their calendar. Whatever their zodiac, is that the right word?
Right.
Chinese zodiac. So when you look at that, there are animals that get along with each other, and then there are animals that don't like each other. So based on what year you were born, there are certain years of your life that are bad. Like you should not get out of bed. He has said this. I've heard him on the show before being like, yeah, when you're in your enemy year, whoa, watch out. Bad things are going to fucking happen to you. So that's what he's talking about. So apparently, whatever animals assigned to Trump, there's an animal that doesn't like that animal in the year 2024.
Okay.
Which I was making this up.
So if he's year of the cat, there's, look out. And there's the year of the dog on the horizon.
I don't think there's cats in it. Are
Might
there?
be. I don't know.
There's a tiger, I believe.
There's a tiger. Yeah. All right. I'll give it to you.
Was in his enemy year too. So we basically got two people within their enemy years, but Biden would have been in for 8 years and Trump 4. I will go with the guy who's been in his enemy year for less years as an independent energy. So Trump is the better choice from an energy standpoint as well. But let me.
Oh, shit. He's a better choice from an energy standpoint.
Well, I mean,
I wasn't going to vote for him, but now I'm pretty convinced.
That would suggest that Biden is in a year that has zero energy. I now believe everything this guy has says. Okay, yeah. I'm leaving. I agree with this guy.
It's all making sense now.
Let me make this abundantly clear. When Trump wins, a few things are going to happen. Number one, deportations are going through the roof. ICE agents, there's going to be 100,000 new ICE agents in the streets. People will start to be deported. Mass deportations are happening.
I don't think we're talking about numbers anymore.
That's pretty much he said he's going to do that.
Yeah. This is like his platform. It's what he said he was going to do. So I'm not even sure if he's predicting things or just listening to one of the rallies. I'm not sure.
So if you want a job, ICE will be hiring. Number two.
Ooh, can you fuck around with some Mexicans in that job? That sounds like pretty cool. I'll sign up for that.
The people who went after Trump, I'm not talking about the people on Obama's level because those are untouchables. Hunter Biden, Biden, all these scumbags who tried to fucking convict the president of his 34 counts and all this other bullshit. Woo.
Yeah, the 34 felony convictions, adds up to 7. And hold on, I gotta go back into my notes.
Wait, 7 is
which rounds down to 0.
It's genius.
That's
7 is genius.
Energy.
It
makes
proves
sense.
it. Trump's a genius. See how much fun this is, Eric? As we're doing this, I'm like, why don't I visit this guy more often? I fucking love GG33.
I'll tell you this right now. Out of we've done a lot of shows I've just the ones that I've done, but I think that this one at least has us, discussing this in a way that's more fun, in my opinion, than some of the other ones we've had to, because I actually hated those people and wanted bad things to happen to them. I like this guy.
Me too.
I love this guy.
I would like literally. Why might try to get him on our show? I want to talk to this guy. I want to have a conversation with him.
No, he's very good. He's also entertaining. I think he's entertaining too.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think I'd push back that much. I'd just be like, what else do you know? All right, cool. What else you got, buddy?
Yeah,
This is
please go on.
Yeah, please go on would be the only thing in my notes.
I wouldn't want to, because he's always talking about the numbers and pop culture and politics and shit. I want to know about him, if he ever has these types of things creeping from his lips when he's trying to like fuck.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
If he's trying to do anything, order a coffee, whatever, get a fucking hamburger.
Well, let's see. This girl has 3 holes, and 3 is the number of comedy. So if I bring her to a stand-up show, I could get into all 3 holes.
That's brilliant.
It is brilliant.
Woo! Trump's coming for all you fuckers. He's coming for all you fuckers.
Jesus, he does not like South Americans. He does not like LGBT.
No.
You're all going to be in fucking prison, deported, or fucking under prosecution. Fuck every single one of you. Because I already know what's going to happen when he gets in office. He is as vengeful as I am.
He actually didn't really do that the first time he was in office. I thought he was going to like lock up Hillary and stuff, and none of that happened. So I'm not sure if that's true.
He's coming for everybody. Remember that. If Trump gets in office, he's coming for everybody.
All right. New thing. I don't want to hear him talk about numbers anymore. I just want to hear his hot political takes. This is incredible.
Fascinating.
What's going on right now?
And when Trump is in office and my GG33 members are not just in his administration, they're also in his cabinet. I want to repeat this again. My people will be in his cabinet. All you fuckers who've been fucking talking shit, all you fuckers are getting cases thrown at you. Your mothers, your fucking fathers, your kids, you, every single, if there's any dirt on you.
He's getting really angry right now. What the fuck is
He
that?
really is vengeful.
Yeah.
This is right after I was saying I like him. Now I'm not so sure.
I just want to point out to Gary here that that's not the job of the president of the United States. His job is not to get everyone arrested.
So he's claiming that people that are like in his inner circle will be part of the president's cabinet.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Or didn't he say members? GG33 members, as if like it's people who sign up for his
Patreon.
That
mean people who are subscribing to it?
Yeah.
Patreon
Secretary
members.
of State is a Patreon member.
Yeah, this is getting a little creepy, like Freemasons or something.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, he talks about that a lot. Now, the Freemasons, the number 33 has a lot to do with the Freemasons.
Well,
obviously.
My people coming for you. You think it's all fun and games when I'm in my 7th year. See what happens next year, you motherfuckers. I don't forgive. I never fucking forget. Ever.
Jesus.
What I've done this year behind the scenes is pretty good. And I have a huge influencer event coming in September. I have a yacht party with Fresh and Fit on August 10th. I hope, and this is going to be real. We're going to hold an influencer event with a lot of big names soon, but forget all that for now. 2025. When Trump's back in office, he's going after his enemies, and I'm sure as hell going after mine.
You know what? I'm back around. GG33 is awesome. I love this guy. Mm-hmm. I want to be his friend. I do not want to be his enemy. Because when Trump takes office, my parents are going to go to prison. I'm going to go to jail. It's not going to be good.
I want to be a fly on the wall for the shit he's doing behind the scenes. That's pretty good, he says. Yeah. What does that mean?
I don't know.
So you can't, he's talking about that conference or whatever the hell it is, influencer con. Is that something like one of these podcast festivals or some shit where people get together and trade ideas and pay way too much money to be in a conference?
Yeah, like DabbleCon 2 or something like that. You know, if we did that on a yacht instead of at a comedy club.
Yeah, it's about time.
Eric, let's go back to your clips. What else did you want to play? Any other numbers that are interesting to you?
We played the fives, right? About hot chicks. That was all the percentages.
I did, yes. I had that clip, yeah.
If you want to be a family man, you want to be a number 6. That's my cut number 6.
6 is number of home and family. For all the guys out there who say, oh, women don't want to have babies, they don't want to be stay-at-home moms. Find someone born on the 6th, 15th, 24th. you'll eat your words.
So you got to go around and say, hey, what's your date of birth?
Yeah.
Question 1, when were you born? Why are you a 6/15/24?
Do you want to have kids someday? Yeah, I think I do. Liar! You're not even a 6. You fucking liar. That's the other thing about this is that he's always pointing out examples. So these are rules, I would assume. But then he says, well, not everyone who was born on the 5th is a supermodel, but you're more likely to be a supermodel if you're born on the 5th. So it's like, okay, well then what are we doing?
Yeah.
Then what's the point of any of this if there's always exceptions and many exceptions to have all these stupid rules? What's the point?
Very strange. Yeah, I'm hoping at least one interview exists where people call him out. And I think that's why he's so angry all the time, because he probably gets that all the time, or people tell him he's a stupid fat fuck. Like I just did.
He probably gets it a few times a day, I would imagine.
And so that's
He's been
why
eating more than words, I think.
Yeah. And when stupid fat people have bad things said about them, they get butthurt. And now this is it.
That is true. He does talk about Western astrology. Because like I said, he's really tuned into the Chinese zodiac, but apparently Western astrology is stupid.
But, the Western astrology isn't the most accurate in the world. Does it have some of the benefits? Of course.
Right.
I stick to the Chinese.
He goes, guys, is it Western astrology accurate? Sometimes. But it's not the most accurate. You don't say. Really?
He's also displaying that cross-body purse in both your clips and my clips.
You're right.
What is the significance of the fucking purse that's strapped to him? Does he ever reference anything about that?
No.
I think it's just full of snacks.
That would check out. He's both covering his boobs and growing them. It's a dual purpose thing.
This is another example of it's another thing that drives me nuts, because I am one of the most listened to shows in the history of the digital medium, and he has probably 500,000 listeners to each show or viewers. He probably does very, very well, and it just fucking drives me nuts.
Well, he's all over the place. He's on Instagram. He's on TikTok. Like, he does a good job of getting himself out there. I've been watching him for years.
Are you saying I do a terrible job of getting myself out there, Carl? Is that what you're telling me?
I wouldn't know. I'm not a fan, but I'm sure a lot of people enjoy your stuff, Eric.
It looks like you're having fun.
All right. I got this clip. We got to play it because he does explain how to calculate the life path. I think we talked about this earlier. Let me just check my work, though, and make sure I was correct about this.
Yeah. And then just for people who don't know, right? Like, so how does someone find their life path number? Is it just like
you take their birthday together, like yours 4/9/1991, you add it up, 491991 adds up to 33. So you are a 33 life path. But let's say someone adds up to 34, then you reduce. If it doesn't add up to 11, 22, 33, you always reduce.
And there's only 3 master numbers.
Correct. Right? Anything else is phony as a $3 bill.
Okay. That was the clip I should have played early on, because I have a feeling the reason why he didn't do WATS is because Blind Mike's not a fucking 33. Come on, Mike, step it up. Yeah, it's your problem. I got to ask him what his number is. I might fire him from the show.
What was 3 again?
3. I got it in my notes. Yes, that's comedians.
Right,
funny people.
I'm a 3. I finally did the math. 12/18/1971. 1971.
Nice. This fucking guy.
Yeah.
No one told me there was going to be boasting.
3.
All right. I teased this earlier. I promised that if you listen to this episode, you were going to learn how to be rich and successful. So I feel that this is an important clip to play for everyone. Let's learn how to make some money.
8 is the number of money. On 8 days, get paid. On 8 days, concentrate on money. You have a sale you want to run, 8 day. You want to change your prices to make more money? Put this knowledge to use. I'm telling you, this is not 99%, 100% the stuff works. 8.
I think you might be overselling it, sir. It's not 99%.
So on the 8th, Carl's going to charge for Patreon $150 per episode, and everyone will buy it.
That's a good idea. Should I just charge people way too much money on the 8th every month? Maybe that'll be my new gimmick.
Well, you could do the live shows on the 8th. And then if it was $30 a ticket, now it's $3,000 a ticket, and everyone will pay gladly.
You can't fail because it's
100%. 100%. Yes. Wow. We're learning so much. 6, of course, is the number of home and family, as you've pointed out, Eric. And he's got a YouTube short for us to tell us more about
Why
that.
is he giving this advice out? I mean,
dude,
he only doesn't give advice about 9. You got to pay for that one.
Yes,
okay.
it's like drugs. He gets you hooked, and then you got to join his Patreon to get the real stuff.
6 is the number of home and family. Maybe that's a good day to call mom. Maybe that's a good day to have the family over.
I love that he's showing Fast and the Furious clips. And he's talking about family.
I was wondering what the fuck that was.
A 6th day. 6.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you don't call your mom on the 6th day, she's going to be a
Yeah, if you call her on a 9 or a 3, she does not like that. She hates that. She's like, Carl, why are you calling me today? Sorry, Mom. I forgot.
Who are these podcasts?